Hopefully it freaking records. Okay, so happy June. We're halfway through the year, which is insane. So there's been a lot of like discussions. Well, first let me share my screen and share with you guys some recognition for May. Okay, so that's what we're gonna start with, which we like to start, every month with. Hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing the right thing. First, we're gonna do the club board. Okay, so share. Okay, so you guys see this, or can you see this? Okay, so this is our Success Club recognition leaderboard. So this will be shared in Team Inspire. We want to obviously congratulate all of you guys for reaching your goals for the month, for helping people with the complete package, which we always believe is the best way to help somebody. If they can get all the pieces, we know it works really well together, the shakes, the workouts, and the nutrition plan, right? So everybody on here has helped at least one person in the month of May with a challenge pack. That doesn't mean that they possibly help many other people without challenge packs, but they did that with challenge packs. That's what these are recognized for. So congrats everybody. Liz Miller, Lindsay, you guys are two of the top coaches of the month. Again, I'm going to post this in Team Inspire, so please tag your coaches if you can after I post it, just so they get the recognition they deserve. Two coaches of the month that we wanted to highlight are, I'll do mine and you'll do yours, okay? Mine is Laura Sampson, because she worked really hard this month. She set a goal for herself. She hit Success Club. She did a lot of really good outside of the box thinking, and has a lot of seeds planted for big things to come. So she's working with like local women-owned businesses that are looking to do like their own challenge groups with like 10 women within one, hairdresser, where the owner is going to buy a challenge pack for each of the people to put together like a whole document on, things that she would do to help this business with their health and fitness. So I thought that was really cool and exciting. So, and then she went out and like reached out to other women-owned businesses locally to do the same thing. And then Lindsay, you want to recognize Ashley?
Yeah, so I wanted to recognize Ashley because she recently had a baby, and the baby is beautiful, but has a little bit of medical issues that are being fixed. But as a new mom, like, you guys know like how scary it is to go through things like that, and you're just not sure of what's going to happen. And she literally shows up, and she hit Success Club last month, and she's helping people and changing their lives. And she is like, a lot of times when coaches get pregnant, they use it as like they're like disabled, like they can't work anymore. And that is the complete opposite of what Ashley's doing. She's not making up any excuses, even though she definitely has some valid ones. And I love her. So
that's good. Okay. I'm going to stop the share, and then we're going to switch gears real quick to go to a different kind of recognition. So just give me 1 second to open it up.
Okay.
And then I will share. Sorry. Share the, okay. Now, the volume leaderboard.
Everybody make sure you're muted.
Yeah, make sure you're muted. You just jumped on, or I'll mute you. I just muted somebody. I think that was it. Okay. Can you see this? Lindsay, unmute you and tell me. Yes. Okay. So here is our volume recognition for May. And this is a really good segue into what we're going to be talking about tonight. So as you might notice here, some of these top volume producers, Marissa was not a top, she did have Success Club, but she was not the top Success Club person of the month, but she is the top volume by far, with 4,252 volume for the month of May. Julie also was not a top Success Club earner, and she has a lot of volume. Chelsea the same, Taryn the same. Liz Miller had a top Success Club too, but that doesn't necessarily have to go hand in hand. So we wanted to shout out everybody that had 300 or above Success Club, volume This is customer volume. So this is volume specifically that they have sold. You guys may not even know what we're talking about with volume right now, but that's what this whole call is going to be about. And basically what we want to share with you guys is a whole new way of thinking about our business and kind of getting out of your own head with thinking that a challenge pack is like the end all be all, because that's not necessarily the best fit for everyone. And we all know so many people out there are afraid to make an investment with someone they just saw on Instagram or someone they're following. So there are such easier ways to get people involved at a much lower price point that they won't be worried to jump in with you. And then once they're in your challenge group, you have the opportunity to now show them why the shakes are great, or, you know, why they're going to want to stay with you, or why they're going to want Energize. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So basically the whole idea is, yes, if you're talking to somebody about like, oh, what's your boot camp? And you ask them all their questions and you get to the point where, you know, you're going to recommend things to them and you say, okay, based on, you know, where you are and where you want to be, I recommend this challenge pack. And if they're like, oh, that's too much, maybe next month, you would say, let's just start with something. Like, that's what you would always say. I totally understand. It seems a little scary. You don't even know me or whatever, however you want to phrase it, but let's just start with something. Do you think that it would be best for you to start with just a nutrition plan? Do you want to start with like a 3-month membership to workouts? And then you'll start that way. So instead of just saying like, yes, I get it, I'll reach out to you next month, you're going to say, let's start with something. Okay. So Lindsay, I think I'll turn it to you now. Okay. I'm going to stop my share. So because we know so many of you guys are not familiar with volume, because really from corporate down, we've always been taught to focus specifically on challenge pack and Success Club points. And we've been taught, like, in our minds, we're like totally like tunnel vision of Success Club points. Like, we only measure our own success through Success Club points. And that is definitely not how it should be. We can have so many wins between, you know, where you are now and a challenge pack or Success Club points. So Lindsay's going to do a quick presentation. Like, she made a slideshow teaching you guys what volume really is, so you can understand what we're talking about. And then we'll share some other documents that are going to help you, that you guys can print out and keep for yourself.
Okay. So first of all my kids are awake, so pardon the background noise. But let's share my screen. Okay. All right. Can you guys see this? Yes. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go into presentation mode, which I might not be able to see you guys, but Melissa, just tell me if you can see me, okay? Or hear it, whatever. Oh, good. I can see you. Okay. We good?
Yeah.
All right. So today we're going to talk about team volume. So team volume and personal volume are two different things. And you guys, I want you to write down questions you have, because this is a really hard thing to explain and kind of understand, but I'm going to do my best, and then I'm going to answer all your questions about it. Okay. Especially when my family is in the other room. Not easy. Why am I not going to the next slide? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this first. So what actually is Success Club? So a lot of us know what this is, but if you're new or whatever, let's just go over this. So Success Club is a point earning system that rewards a coach for growing their business. Coaches earn Success Club points by selling challenge packs and home direct orders. Points help coaches qualify for special incentives such as Beachbody gear, apparel, trips. There are 2 levels of Success Club that can be earned, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. Okay, so Success Club is just points. That's all it is. So they're measuring your, like Melissa said before, they're measuring your success on points. Okay? All right, so what is personal volume? And then we're going to talk about what is team volume, the difference between it. So personal volume, which you guys will see a lot as PV, you hear us talk about PV, is a value assigned to products and membership services sold in a bonus period. It's generated either from a coach's personal purchase or the purchase of the coach's personal retail customers. Now, let's just sum it up. It's what keeps a coach active. That is it. There is no other use for PV. Okay? So, yes, there's PV on every thing that you can buy, but it's only because you need a certain amount of PV to be an active coach, which is 50. Once you're a diamond, you need, I believe it's 105 to, is that right, Melissa? 105?
I don't know. I never had to let's say.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure it's 105 to get paid as a diamond coach. But it is literally just for your rank. No, not your rank. I'm sorry, I have to move you guys. I'm getting distracted by my family.
Just for being active, that's it.
It's just for being active, that's it. That's all it is. So don't even care about PV. There's nothing that you have to really worry about that.
Except that you need to get your shakes every month. If you get your shakes every month, you never have to worry about that.
Exactly. I need to move into another room because I can't focus. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to talk about is team volume, and that really is the most important one. So that is value assigned to products and memberships sold within a bonus earning period and is used to calculate team cycle bonus, which is also what gives you money. Okay, that is how you make money is with team volume. That's how you cycle and make money off of when your coaches sell things, and it goes all the way up. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about because this is confusing. Okay, so let's take a look. So let's take a look at the numbers. All right, so here we go. We have the first one. We have the annual Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack. It costs $160. PV for it is actually I think it's 135. This is for this month because of the sale. I didn't switch that number. And the team volume for it is 45. Okay, you make $50 commission. This number again, this PV, this means absolutely nothing. Okay, this means that if you bought one of these, you would be active. That's it. But this number, the TV, I want you guys to focus on the column with TV, okay? The quarterly BOD subscription, which some of you might have seen us posting about today, it costs $39. And you get a TV of $15, and you make a commission of $15.55. And so Melissa and I were just talking about it, that when you're selling to people and we always go for the challenge pack because we want the points, right? And of course, a challenge pack does set people up with everything they need. They get the Beachbody On Demand. They get the shakes. They get the meal plan. But some people are not ready to commit to that much money. And a lot of times we just leave it at that. Mm-hmm. Just say, okay.
I'm so guilty of that. It's not even funny. I'm like, all right, I'll reach out next month when you get a paycheck or whatever.
Exactly. And then we keep reaching out until they finally go for the 160. But what if instead of doing that, what if we said, well, would $39 be a better price for you? And I'm sure going from 160 to 39, you're going to get a lot of people saying yes. Okay. So now, think about this. Let's say you sell one Beachbody On Demand challenge pack and you make a commission of $50. And then I want you all to think about selling challenge packs. I know not everybody finds it super simple. What about a quarterly BOD subscription if you sold 3 of them and you made a little more than $45? By selling 3 $39 pack, just 3 months of $39.
And people are way, way, way more into spending $39.
Do you think
much easier sell more than 3 of those, much easier than one challenge pack?
Can you guys raise your hand if you would feel more comfortable giving out the price of $39 than you would $160? Okay. I can't see everybody, but I'm guessing some hands are raised. Okay. Oh, look, here's another typo. Okay, so we really want to start focusing on things where just because somebody isn't going to buy a bod, an annual Beachbody on Demand challenge pack or any type of challenge pack, that doesn't mean that you can't still have a win and sell them something and start them on their fitness journey. Whether it be, look at this, the 3-day refresh with no Shakeology is the same TV as a Beachbody on Demand challenge pack. Okay, and I'm going to get to the next slide is going to explain more of what team volume means, but this is the exact same thing, and they're only spending $60. Okay, the Beachbody Performance Recover is more volume, team volume, than a challenge pack. Okay, so that, to me, that's like mind blowing. Like, I'm like, I don't even understand how that's a possible thing.
Yeah.
If you look down below, the 2B Mindset Kit, just the base kit, no Shakeology, no workouts, just the base kit, $89, 89 team volume, 89 points or whatever. That's almost double the challenge pack, okay? And we're going to show you how team volume is going to help you make money and your team make money.
So this doesn't mean, like, if you're having conversations with people, you can still start out with the challenge pack discussion. If there are different ways to do this, like, say you're going to do a post, like, if you look, we're going to give you post examples to show you guys ways to kind of promote this, like the quarterly subscription, where you'll, like, if you post that, where it's like, hey guys, like, here's a quarterly subscription, like, you can do this for $39 or whatever, then obviously you're going to talk to them just about that. But if you're talking to people about their best option, right, and then they decide that, and you're talking to them like the challenge pack's best option, they're like, that's way too much money, I can't do that, maybe next month, then you could always just say, let's start with something. Do you think a 3-month membership to the workouts will be a good place for you to start? It's $39, it's less of an investment, you'll get all the workouts for 3 months, and then we can take it from there. So just always kind of like keep in your head that line, like, all right, let's just start with something. Okay, if that big investment's too much for you, let's start with something else. But let's not just wait, until you have enough money. We can start with something less, so you can at least get started on those goals that we discussed.
All right. And today I did this, and so I put out a post. You guys can look on my Instagram and also on my Facebook, and people were going nuts. I sent out over 25 share cards today from people that wanted the quarterly bod subscription, over 25. And these are people that I've spoken to in the past that they were like, it's too much money, or they ghosted me because they saw the price and then they didn't talk to me anymore. And they commented on my post, wait, this can't be. Like, everyone thought I was running this like crazy flash sale where this is something we sell, but we don't talk about it because the company has been so Success Club point focused. And, I think that hitting Success Club is great, and that really is one of the best ways to start somebody out with the package. But there are other things, and we figured out the math today, just before, that if I sell all 25 of those quarterly bod subscriptions, I'll have made $315 today.
Yeah.
Today. Would you guys like to make $315 today, or would you like to sit and struggle and try to just work on hitting a Success Club point? Or would you like to see the money today? So for me, I've been hitting Success Club. It's like 66 months in a row or something, right? I've hit it every single month since I've started for 5.5 years. And it's very hard for me to like have a mindset shift that, maybe that shouldn't be my focus anymore. I would much rather make $315 today and maybe $150 tomorrow, and who knows how much the next day, than be thinking all month like, fuck, I suck. Like, I didn't hit Success Club yet. Like, I'm so stressed out about this.
Not only that, it's like will have, like, say she signs up 15 of those people, let's just say. even though they're only doing this short bod thing and don't have shakes or anything else, right? At this point, they won't have anything else. They're going to go in her challenge group where there's already however many people that are already drinking shakes, posting about their shakes, posting about Energize. Like, that'll be your job in your challenge group to make sure you're posting every day about your shakes, you're posting every day about your Energize. You know, you're making your group good enough that they're not going to want to leave when their 3 months is up. And they're going to eventually be like, okay, I now trust you enough to make the investment in the shakes, or I trust you enough to, you know, want to try this Energize or whatever. And we're going to talk to you about like upselling too. But for now, that's something that you're going to now have 15 new people that can wind up being really getting really great transformations and being coaches, or just being like lifelong customers. Whereas before, you're just letting them back out into the world because they didn't want to invest $160+. So now they're like within your world, and you're getting to make a couple of bucks off of them in the beginning.
They're getting to know you. They are
Trust you.
Getting to trust you. They're getting to love the product. They want more. Okay. And after 3 months, you guys, this is an automatic renewal. So in 3 months, it's going to renew again.
Yeah.
So if you sign up, you know, let's say 10 people in 1 month and 10 people in the next month, 10 people next month, as you go, it's going to be the compound effect, and this money is going to keep going, which I'm going to show you. And also, I just want to let you guys know that I will put this slideshow in Team Inspire. And if you click here, you will have every product with the amount and the PV, the TV, and the commission. Okay, so that will be available to you as well. So that way you can know what products to really push to make the volume higher. Okay, all right. So this is probably looks crazy, right? A little bit. I want to explain this. I want you guys to really try to focus as much as you can. So here's you, obviously, right on top, right? And here's your left leg, and here's your right leg. And here's 4 coaches on your left, and you have 4 coaches on your right. And each one of these, you can see they each are signing up their coaches, and you have this little organization building right here. So the first thing that I want to teach you about volume is that these are so on the left, let's focus on the left side. This is the order that these people signed up in, okay? So Susie 1, Jane was 2, Linda's 3, Bobby was 4. We've got Kayla down here, and Chris and Jesse. Now, even though that Jesse is all the way up here with Susie, she was the last one to sign up after all these people on the left side. If Jesse is a rock star and starts selling everything, starts selling bod every day, right? Jesse, Chris, Kayla, Bobby, Linda, Jane, Susie, and you are all going to get that team volume. Okay? The team volume. So it's going to go from her all the way up to you. Now, let's say Chris is a rock star and he's selling a ton of stuff. Jesse signed up after him. Jesse's not going to get Chris's volume. Okay, this is another reason why you want your spouse to be on the top, because you want them to get it from everyone. You don't want them to get knocked out, you know? Does everybody kind of understand that volume on the left side, how the team volume is going to go, the order that it goes in? I'm going to go over to the right side. So here you have your people on the right, and I made it a little different over here. So here you've got Katie out here. She was the 5th to sign up. Megan was the 6th, and Christine was the 7th. So your volume is going to go, if Christine is amazing, right? Everybody's going to get this volume. Nobody's going to be knocked out. The way if Kayla got volume, Chris and Jesse wouldn't get it because they came in after her. So everybody that was in before gets the team volume. So everybody on the left leg, they work together. They're like on one team, and everybody on the right leg, they work together. They're on another team, okay? And everything that's sold goes all the way up to you. It goes all the way up through them, and then it goes to you. So as you're building your organization and you're teaching your coaches, you know, how to grow a business, how to sell, how to place people in their downline, you want to teach them. Do you want to teach them? Go for a Success Club. You have to hit Success Club. That's what we've been teaching people for years. They struggle. It's something that it's not, as easy as it used to be. And so kind of you have to go out of the room. No. So, no. Not now, Hannah. Maybe. Sorry, guys. All right. So you have to, do you want to teach them to that all these little other things that can create team volume to just forget about it because we want the points? Or do we want to teach them, go for something, sell something, and then teach Jesse over here, Jesse, sell something, sell 5 Beachbody On Demand 3-month packs, and then that team volume, which I believe was 15, is going to go all the way up through all these people. So it's not just you that's getting it, but it's the rest of the team as well that is getting the team volume. So if everybody on this left side, I just made an example, everybody on the left side sold 1 All Access Challenge pack. Each person, 1 through 7, they each sold 1 All Access Challenge pack. The team volume that's going to go up to you is 315. And if we go on the right side, and everybody over here sold 3 quarterly BOD memberships. So no shakes, no meal plans, just $39. 3 of those in a month. You're going to get the exact same volume going up to your right leg. Which one would you rather do? Which would you rather teach your coaches? You got to hit Success Club. You got to hit Success Club, which we've been doing for years. And I could kick myself that that's, the only thing that we taught. I would be so much happier if all these people were selling BOD and everybody was getting a piece of that and a piece of that money, not just you, the coach on top, but everybody would be getting a piece of that if you all worked together and sold these things. So again, this is a very hard thing to explain, but I hope this kind of
if you have questions, type them. Just type them in the chat. We'll answer them.
So when we showed on the last slide, the team volume, that's what goes through this. Personal volume does nothing. EV does nothing for your team. The team volume is the number you want to look at, and you want to figure out.
We're going to track it. We're going to show you what to do from now on.
Yes, we're going to track it. So that's how team volume works, and that's how it's spread out through your team. So it's not just like when I teach this to my team, it's not just me that's benefiting from them making a sale. They're all benefiting from each other making a sale. Okay? All right, so let's go to the next. So let's go to scenario 1. All right, so scenario 1, we have a working coach. They're hitting SV10 every month, but they have really hard time with retention. So these people, they're signing up, they're quitting shakes. How many people have customers that cancel their shakes after the first month, maybe 2 months they get them and then they cancel them, right? So month 1, they hit Success Club 10. They made $250 in commission, and they gave it's 225 team volume points, right? So 45 per challenge pack. Okay. Month 4, Success Club 10. Again, same exact situation. They hit it. They made the only thing they made was $250 that month, and they're sending 225 TV up the chain. Okay. Again, month 7, $250. Month 9, they hit Diamond, so they cycle 1 time. When you hit Diamond, when you start cycling, you get an $18 bonus. So this person is now in month 9. They've only made $250 a month. They're burned out. They've made 1 cycle bonus of $18. Okay? And let me just move here, guys. And they have contributed an average of 225 TV to the team volume, which will make you cycle 2 times. Okay? And that might be a little confusing, but just trust me on that. It's not a lot. All right, this coach is going to be burnt out, and we're lucky if they're going to continue on, because they want to see the money, right? We all want to help people. We all want to, change lives, but we're also
You don't want to feel like you're working so much and not getting paid.
exactly. I want you guys to have money in your pockets and like just feel free to be with your kids and be able to do this when you can, and this scenario number 1 is not the way to do it. So let's go to scenario number 2. All right, so we have the quarterly bod rock star coach has no team or desire to grow a team. Okay, they just love bod and they need some money for their family. So they commit to selling 10 quarterly bod memberships every month. Okay, 10 bod memberships every month. Now, if you're inviting, like we just spoke about last week, 20 to 50 people a day, you should be able to sell a $39 pack to 10 people in a month.
Yes.
So that's what this person is committed to. Month 1, 0 SC. So they made $155 commission, and they're sending 150 TV up the chain to all the coaches. Month 4, because not only did they sell the 10 bods, but now there's the renewals. Okay, so now we're at $311 commission for the month. They're sending 300 TV up the chain, and you cycle 2 times. Okay, you need 100 on one leg and 200 on the other, so that gives you 300 to cycle, which gives you that $18. Month 7, $466, right? Commission, 450 TV. As you go up, they cycle 4 times. Month 10, 622 commission. You cycle 6 times. Look at month 16. This person is making $933 commission in a month by only selling 10 3-month bod memberships. Okay? They're sending 900 TV up the chain to all the coaches going up. And that would make you cycle 9 times, and 9 times, whatever 9 times $18 is how much extra on top of that you would make. Okay? So if it was 10, it would be $180. All right, so coach number 2 never makes the recognition boards, doesn't stress out about building a team. She pays her bills, she loves her own journey and helping others, and makes you more money than your working coach. Okay? So you have this scenario 1 where you have this working coach that's freaking working all day long trying to hit these Success Club points, not really seeing much money, $250 a month. They're like, this sucks. I work all day. Like, I don't understand why I'm not making more money. And then you have this other person who's just chill and signing people up for $39 left and right. And they are loving this, loving life. And if they're your coach, you're going to be loving your life too, because there's going to be a lot of volume coming up through everybody's organizations. Okay, so what are your goals for your business? We've got hit Success Club every month and enjoy all the perks, such as sweatshirts, water bottles, Beachbodyopoly. Who got that this month? We all know we need to play Monopoly with Beachbody on it. Duplicate this with your coaches, and you guys can have an awesome Beachbodyopoly game night. Okay? Or give people what they're asking for and can afford. Don't brush them off when they say a challenge pack is too expensive because you just want the points. Duplicate this with your team and watch the team volume and your bank account grow. Sure, if you hit Success Club, that's great, but it's not the end-all be-all. Okay? So, I'm going to stop the share. If I can. Can you stop it?
You have to.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
All right. I'm going to go to the questions real quick. If you have questions on anything so far, please type it in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to scroll back. I had someone buy the quarterly earlier this year and loved it and then decided to sign up for the whole year. I had someone do the 14-day trial, told me she had no money, then next month signed up with Shakes, Beach Bars, and Energize. So so many people are going to say they don't have the money. even if they do, because they don't trust us. And that's fine. Like, there's so many scammy, shitty, gross things out there. It's hard to trust someone that you see on Instagram. So this is a really great way to get your foot in the door. And when you prove to them that you're worth it, they'll then invest, you know? Do you get Shakeology with the 3 months? No. No, the nutrition, I mean, like, the container nutrition plan is, you know, on BOD, so they can use that, but they, you know, what you're selling is the 3-month membership.
And I also, when I give this to them, me personally, I send out a meal plan once a week. Okay. And so I just say to, when they're like, what do I get with this? I'm like, well, you're going to get access to every single workout ever made. You're going to get hundreds of recipes, which are on BOD. And you're going to get my meal plan that I send out every week, plus my accountability group for $39.
Make sure when you're putting them in your group that you're, you know, they're part of your group, even if they just started with $39. They get treated like everybody else. Like, they, you know, you'll check in with them. You can keep an ongoing list of, like, you know, when they signed up, now they're a month in, how are they doing, you know, just to check in and make sure that you're giving them value that they're going to want to invest in continuously going. Like, I post in my group every day, you know, my shake, like, here's my breakfast every day. How did you guys have your shake today? And everyone says how they made theirs, how they mixed theirs. So people that don't have them are going to get curious about it. You know, it's up to you to make them know that stuff matters. Like, I'll post in my group, you know, my Energize, like, drinking my Energize every day. So, like, people will know, oh, I need that. Like, I have such a hard time getting up. I want that too, kind of thing. So just make sure you're doing that in your challenge groups, especially if you're starting to implement this, where the people don't have anything. Every time you have a beach bar, you want to share that so they can see, like, you're using these products. And they're going to get curious about it and see, like, and like, when you post a beach bar in your group, like, for me, everyone's like, oh my God, I love my beach bars. I can't live without them. I need those. Like, they help me so much. Like, people always comment like that. So the people that don't have them are like, I need them. How do I get the link? Like, that happens all the time. So just, you have to be the leader on posting those things in the group so that people are going to then comment and, like, unintentionally convince these other people to invest, because that's what really happens.
And also, before you go on with more questions, like, the way that I'm keeping track of the people that are signing up for this, it is in another, I'm keeping a separate list of these people that just bought BOD. So that way, in 3 months, I could be like, hey, your subscription is going to expire. Do you want me to hook you up with a much better deal? You could do $99 for an entire year. Or you could add Shakeology to it. Yeah. You could add the challenge pack. And I think what will happen is it will start becoming this compound effect again, where it's that 3-month delay of the challenge pack. But if you keep doing this month after month after month, those points will just start coming in just automatically. You're not even going to have to try.
Yes, Liz Miller, the volume goes up from the BOD. That's all the questions. I just want to share a couple other things that hold on, I have notes of what I want to share that I don't want to forget. So let me just go. They're small, don't worry. So image of the 40 days. So you could, like, okay, so like Lindsay said, and Allison and maybe other people shared today, like, in their stories about the $39 deal. I'm going to also share, there's some stuff in Team Inspire. I actually should do it, like, right now, because I feel like I'm going to forget. All right, hold on. I'm just going to write this down so I don't forget. Team Inspire. Tomorrow morning, like, literally, I'll do this at like 6 a.m. I'm going to share sample posts about the $39 deal so that you guys can do that, okay? So I'm going to share that. Remember, you're always going to say, let's start with something. That's something you have to remember. Just those 3 words. Like, okay, the challenge pack might be too much for you right now. Instead of waiting until your next paycheck in a month or until you can save enough, let's just start with something. Do you feel like you want to just start with the workouts? They're only $39. It's American. 39 is American, not Canadian. So I don't know the difference, but you can see it. You can look it up easily for the Canadian price. Oh, this is a big important thing. So upselling. Don't feel weird about this. You guys, I just watched a video on it. I never do this. And I just did it for the first time, literally yesterday. And this is the way that you do it. Even with, specifically with the $39, but with any package that you're selling, this is what you do. Try it. I know it feels weird and you're like, oh, but they didn't ask for it in their card. I feel weird. I promise you, try it and see what happens. So this is what I specifically did. The girl was buying, I think just shakes she was buying. She already had bod. She was just buying shakes. So I did the cart. I did this specifically because I just watched a video on it and I felt so weird about it. And I was like, I have to. I feel like the reason my business is growing and has been successful is because I don't let myself get in my head. And if someone's successful at something, I just do it. And I'm like, I try it. And if it doesn't work for me, it doesn't. But I need to try it without being like, oh, that's not for me. So I just said to her, hey, I added into your cart a tub of Energize. It's my pre-workout. I'm obsessed with it. I use it every single day. If you don't want it, you can just take it out. But if you want to try it, I just wanted to give you the option so it's in there. And she bought it. $40. Like, so try that. You could do it with bars. You could do it with anything. And obviously you want to be real about it. Like stuff you really love and use. Like if she follows me on Instagram, she already knows. Every day I post my Energize. Like she already knows that. So she knows I'm not just being like shitty. Like, hey, I just put a $40 thing in there. And bars too. Like that's something else I would totally be like, hey, I put a box of bars in there. All my new clients find that they help a lot with like afternoon cravings. I love them. I have one every single day. If you don't want it, by all means take it out, but I just wanted to give you the option. So just if you're wording it the right way where you're saying like, I'm adding it because I love it and I think you might too, but no worries if you want to take it out, take it out. Don't be afraid to do that, especially with these $39 things. And with the $39 thing, you can also do like, you know what? I know we talked about the shakes. You said it was too much. I put a 7-day sample pack in there just so you can try it for a week. If you don't want it, just take it out of your cart. Or I put in the 10 sample pack Energize. If you don't like it, take it out. But I just wanted to give you that, like, I wanted you to be able to try it because myself and everyone in my group uses it every day. So, you know, that kind of thing, you know?
Also what's really cool about the $39 bod subscription is it doesn't get charged to them for 2 weeks. They get 2 weeks free. So when you add something, like I've been adding the 10-pack Energize, and I've been saying the same thing. Like, this is my favorite thing. I didn't know if you wanted to try it or not, but I use it every day. You can always just take it out. But when they go to look at it, it shows $17 for the Energize packets and $0 for the bod. The bod is not going to be charged yet. So when they see $17, I would buy it. If I saw the other thing was $0, it looks like you're paying $17. It's kind of tricky, you know, like a little bit, but it's the truth. So why not just throw that in? And then I keep saying to them, and I'm like, what's super cool is that you're going to get 2 weeks free anyway. So totally up to you, you know? So throw that in as well. That's just another bonus.
I'm going to share my screen with something else. So this, can you guys see the TV scorecard here?
Yes.
You see it? Okay. So I want to move this, but I'm going to post this in Team Inspire, but basically print this out. If you can, print this out, and you're going to write down every time you sell any volume, like anything at all. Sorry, I keep getting ideas and I have to write them down or I'm going to forget. So you're going to print this out and we're going to start recognizing everybody based on volume every week. So every Tuesday, like by noon, let's say Tuesday by noon, you need to upload your volume report like this. So you're going to upload it and that's how we're going to recognize you guys. So make sure that every time you sell a bod, you know, quarterly or 10 packet of Energize or whatever it is, a challenge pack, you write it down for that week. Okay. And it's going to be every Tuesday because that's when we have our calls. So we're going to upload what is this called? The TV scorecard by noon. Okay. And I'll remind you guys, but make sure that you print it out and you could just upload a photo of it. It doesn't need to be like anything fancy where you're typing on it or whatever, but that's what you're going to do. All of your volume for the week, starting on Wednesday. So starting tomorrow until the following Tuesday at noon. Okay. And we're going to recognize everybody based on this from now on. Okay. And everything has the volume, the TV next to it. So you don't have to like calculate it on your own or figure it out. Every single item has it really clearly written right near it, right next to it when you're selling it. Other documents in the accounting, new recognition map sent in weekly.
Go ahead.
Let me read the chat, but I'm going to just post in Team Inspire. I'm going to post the example posts I'm going to post the map for you guys. I'm going to post this video. Is there anything else we need?
I just want to say, like, I hope that this relieves you from a little bit of stress.
Yeah.
I was just looking as she was saying that on the
bottom.
bottom.
The bell. Let's talk about the bell.
Okay, I'll talk about the bell. So I was just looking on the bottom with Shakeology, and I can't tell you how many times in the past 5 years where I've sent out a Shakeology link and the people don't buy it on Home Direct, and I lose my shit because I don't get 2 points. And I'm like, we can call and we can change it. Could save $7. Like, come on, let's change it so I get my 2 points. Because if you're not on Home Direct, you don't get points.
Yeah.
And like that, it was just lifted from my shoulders. Why do I care so much about that? You know, like why do I care? I just want to be happy, healthy, and be able to provide for my family and not stress about money. And I want that for all of you. And, you know, again, like Success Club's cool, prizes are cool, trips are cool, but that if you're making money, you can buy your own sweatshirt. If you're making money, you can go on your own trips, you know, and teaching your coaches this from the very beginning. I wish we did this 5 years ago because I think that we would be in a very different place if we did. Teaching your coaches, this is duplicatable. This is not hard. This will give them those wins right away, not pointing, being like, you have to hit Success Club in the first month, you know, you got to sell this. And they're like, but I don't even know what that really means, you know? Like this, just call your mom and tell her to sign up for a 3-month thing. That's a win right there.
And we are going to celebrate every one of these wins, not just every challenge pack, not just every HD, not just like that's what you're going to print out. And every volume point that you sell is a win for you. Like we all want to make money in this business. Like that's not a bad thing. We're putting in work. We're helping people, but it's also work and time and energy and things we're taking away from our family that is not meant to be done for free. Like you can do all of that and make money, but volume equals money. Right. Success Club points do not equal money.
Right. And today, like I will tell you that I would have, if I didn't do this today with this whole $39 thing and put up that post, I would have not sold anything today. It was a crazy day. I didn't feel great. My husband worked. You can see my life is chaotic. I'm basically in the dark right now. It was a crazy day. And I sent out over 25 share carts and possibly made $315 today. You know, so like this is a big change and this could really change your life. So also what we want to do.
We want it to be fun again. We don't want it to be like, fuck, I missed the whole month, but yeah, like this month sucked because I didn't sell any challenge packs. Like that's not what we want. We want to be able to like celebrate helping people, even if it's with a 3-month, $39 membership. Even if you sold 5 of those in the whole month, that's something to celebrate. That's 5 people you're getting started that are going to be able to do something better with their life and maybe eventually, you know, help you in your business somehow. Right. Maybe not, but maybe yes. Like
I would have never spoke to these people today that I sent out all these share cards to because they would have never said yes to a challenge pack. They all would have been like, it's too much money. But so what we're going to do is we're going to put the bell back in Team Inspire. I don't know if you guys know of the bell. It's been in there before.
Love the bell. And
usually you ring the bell when you sell a challenge pack, but we're going to change that. You're going to ring the bell when you sell anything. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's a sampler pack.
Like ding, ding, like ding dong and write what you sold. Anything that you sold. Doesn't matter what it is, right? Like ding and what you sold. A
jump mat. Anything. And also you guys, just so you know, the jump mat, the volume is very high on that. Just so you know. It's higher than a challenge pack, I believe.
And that's a good thing to sell if someone's like, I live in an apartment. It's you know, jumping people, I maybe because I'm in New York City, a lot of people are afraid of like jumping in their apartment because it'll affect like their neighbors. So that's something to think about if that's something that comes up for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post the link. I'm gonna put that whole PowerPoint in Team Inspire. I'm gonna post the link as well to the entire like rundown of the prices, and it goes from highest TV down.
Yes, we have that too, right? So there's like a menu of everything that Beachbody has and the volume associated with it.
And that's it. We're gonna try this out, and I really believe that if we can shift our focus, we can all be successful together, and this really makes us work as a team.
Yeah.
Because we are all in one way, in some way, you're either under me or Melissa, right? Which is all up to, it's Melissa's the one on top and then me. In some way, you guys are all under us.
Yeah.
And so you all help each other. You're either on her left or her right.
I just want to see if there was any more questions real quick. I meant to look before.
So just so you guys know, while she's looking, like everybody that's like on her left, I'm on her left. So all my coaches, you guys were all on a left together with everybody that she's placed on her left. Anyone she's placed on her right, you guys, you're all work as a team, and you all
help each other.
Whether you know each other or not, you benefit from each other. So help each other.
Yep. How many TV points are for quarterly bod? Somebody asked, you know?
15.
15. When I add stuff to their cart, I don't do the auto, but you can do whatever you want. Who cares? Like if you want to add auto energize, you can. If you want to add auto bars, you can. Like I said, I've done it once. Like I'm not a pro yet, but I will do that now with every single sale. I will put stuff in that I like. Like I'll be like, oh, I added that. Probably energize and bars will be like the things, unless if someone's doing like lift, specifically lift, I'll probably add in recover, because I know with that you get really sore, and that makes sense with that. Like if we talk about them doing lift, because it would still be a bod membership, but you can get from the conversation like what you would feel like you want to add. If someone's like, I snack a lot, I have a, then you would want to add in bars. But I feel like you can add in energize in anybody's cart if you're someone that drinks it all the time and loves it when they're ordering any workouts. So that's all the questions.
Okay, cool. So that's it. And if you guys have more questions, put them in Team Inspire as like things go along. We'll get everything set up by tomorrow for you with everything that all the documents that we said will be up there.
Yes.
And you can always reach out to us for, questions, but it's better to put them in the coach group, because that way I'm sure you're not the only one that has the question, so everybody can see it. And let's just sell.
And make sure if you guys want like right now to do a post about it, look at Lindsay's post.
My post works.
I'm going to post an example post right now of somebody that did a good one.
I did one that was just a worded post with like a.
Could you post both of yours, like an image of them?
Yeah.
The group. So she'll post 2 images, and I'm going to post some too of examples that people have been using to promote this $39 thing. And you guys can feel free to make it your own and post it tonight. And you know how to send links for it, right? From BB Links or from Share a Cart. I would do Share a Cart, especially if you're going to try and add stuff in when you send links out. And that's it. So you can even start tonight in getting that out.
Yep. So Deb, I did put a picture of one on my stories last night, and I did a poll, like, would you be into this? Yes or no? And then everyone that said yes or send me details, I sent them the details, and I was like, this is what it is. All I need is your email, and I will send you it. And that's all I said. Like, I just send me your email. And then people literally, it went from that till I got their email, till I sent them the Share a Cart. And I said, I added something in. If you want it, you can. If not, remove it. Let me know. I did not go through, what are your goals? No. Quick. This is quick. Allison?
When you add in, like, I wanted to add in bars, but I was afraid because, like, I don't know about allergies and stuff. So do you think it's safer just to leave that out without asking? Because, like, who knows? They might have tree allergy or whatever.
Think, if someone added, because, I'm allergic to them.
That's what I thought of, yeah.
Right. So if someone added bars into my cart, I know that I have to be very careful with bars. But I would love bars that I wasn't allergic to. So I would look at it and I'd be like, let me see if I'm allergic to this.
Right. Or you would say, are there nuts in it? Because you know that.
I would be like, cool, are there nuts in it? And then you'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, damn it, I would have bought it if there weren't nuts in it.
Okay. So do you think I should ask?
If that's what you love, like, add it. I would add one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they're going to love it. And then they're going to want to buy more.
I know, I'm just afraid of them, like, having, like, some problem.
No. Anybody that has any
No.
girls with a nut allergy would read it.
People know to be aware of their own, shit.
Especially bars. You know that there's could be most bars have nuts. That's why I get so excited when I find ones that don't. But so yeah, don't worry about that. If that's your favorite, that's your favorite. I mean, the names of them are peanut almond. So I think you're okay.
I just posted a link. It's a Google document that has a whole bunch of quarterly bot invites in there. So check it out.
And I'll put mine up in a couple
Put your
minutes.
specific ones, yeah. Okay, so that's in there if you just want to get started like immediately. The other stuff will be posted tomorrow. I'm gonna do my quarterly thing tomorrow. I haven't done it yet. And I just did a story. Like I just while we were on here, just wrote thinking about offering a summer slim down special of a 3-month membership to my workout. Workors. Fuck, I always spell shit wrong. Damn it. Anyway, people know what I meant. I'm not going to change it because people already voted. To my workouts for $39. Want in? And I did a poll. So that whoever answers, I'll write back to. Remember, I personally am not going to write Beachbody. Some of the examples that I sent that are in that document, they did write Beachbody. I probably recommend not, but it's up to you, however you want to do it.
I just copied what they said on this one. I'll show you guys the both that I did, and it worked. And it could go either way, but a lot of people know Beachbody, but they're afraid of the price. And so when they saw Beachbody $39, they were like, sign me up.
You could do one way, try it, and then next month try a different way, whatever you want. I'm not doing it that way. I don't want to. But
also don't get, if yours don't hit, if you don't send out 25 share cards, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. Okay. If you get, 1 or 2 people asking for details, that's great. And again, you're going to be inviting every day. We have to go back to, this isn't just going to take place of the inviting. You're going to go back to inviting every day. You're going to be doing the power hour, and then you're going to offer the challenge pack. And if they don't want it, then you're going to go to the 3-month thing or whatever.
You're going to always use those lines, those 3 words, or just think of them. You don't have to say them. Let's start with something. Let's just start with something. We can start with a $39 investment just to get you started and see how you like it.
Yeah. And yeah, keep track, you guys, because I think you're going to see your income go up.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
All right. I guess that's it. Right? All right, you guys. Well, thank you. I just invited someone who told me they aren't ready yet with Bod Quarterly. I'm excited. Yes, I did that too today for one person. I'm switching gears as we're sharing this with you. I'm starting to do this literally live, as you're watching me. So we're all learning together, but it's just common sense that it just, right? Isn't it just common sense? We just have all been blindfolded with Success Club, and letting all these sales go, which is so silly.
And you guys, it came from corporate. They push it. And I'll tell you, in the groups that we're in with the top coaches, they are having discussion boards to switch it, to switch the way that coaches are recognized, to not make it all be about Success Club, because there are people that really need our help and they're not getting it because corporate wants us to have points.
Right.
They're waving, a freaking trip in front of our face going, get points, and this is going to make corporate have to pay out a lot more if we do it this way.
I just added the bell too. Okay.
Yep. All right. So we'll talk to you guys.
Announcement. So it stays on the top, I guess, right? Should I do that?
Yeah. Keep it on the top.
Okay.
All right. So we'll see you all, and have a good night.
Adios.
Good night.
Good night, guys.